Nerd City did this whole thing. Nice channel, by the way. You guys should check out Nerd City if you don't know. So he's talking about a research that this guy CeeLo did, and he plugged in a bunch of words. He published a report.
I think they did it jointly.
So they published a report conducted over the course of 2 months where they tested YouTube's algorithm for keywords to see what would trigger a demonetization.
There was a third guy too, by the way. We shouldn't leave out.
I see Nerd City, YouTube analyzed. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
CeeLo. Got it. Their methodology was to upload 2-second clips that had no demonetizable audio or video with different keywords. If a video was yellowed, they would try the same keyword again, this time replacing the bad word with either happy or friend. For example, a video might be kids explain gay marriage. If that gets turned yellow, then they replace the word gay with happy, and then the video was approved on the second time. So a lot of this stuff they found out seems to contradict their recent statements on the subject of LGBTQ plus stuff getting yellowed. In the video, CeeLo says in the case of LGBTQ plus content, bots can interpret certain terms negatively if they are regulating a high number of homophobic or hateful content. I think Nerd City raised a good point, because basically when the bot flags something yellow, it gets thrown to a human reviewer, and then they either overturn the bot's decision or hold the bot's decision, and they use those human reviews to educate the bot. Now he raised a really good point. He says human bias is going to prejudice the bot's views, and he says the people who are working on doing these manual flagging for YouTube, there's 10,000 people they recently hired. And the company that they work with has people, cheap laborers all throughout the world, mostly in places like, India and other more conservative-leaning cultures where, for example, a gay culture is not yet accepted. I mean, or is just outright sinister. And so his thesis was good, that he says, if you're giving these decisions over to people like this, their bias is going to leak into the algorithm. Because these are not American people. These are low-wage global workforce. And I think that's a really interesting point that I hadn't thought about. The YouTube chief product officer stated, I can tell you categorically that there is no list of words or keywords or terms or anything like that is going into our classifiers making an appropriate decision on whether our videos are monetized or not. There's nothing in terms of how we monetize algorithms. There's nothing in terms of how our monetization algorithm works that should be based on any kind of pre-described or predetermined list. In his video, CeeLo states, given our testing results, it's made clear that these comments are not accurate. I think they are definitely lying by omission, because they're like, yeah, we didn't tell the bot to demonetize the word gay.
Yeah.
It just learned
that
it should.
Yeah.
What's the difference? I don't know if there's a difference, but Susan, in an interview with Alfie, a lot of people talked about that interview, where she was directly asked if videos with certain words would get auto-flagged. And, we actually goofed on a group of LGBTQ YouTubers filed a class action lawsuit against YouTube,
Right.
alleging that there was a discriminatory demonetization of their content. And this video actually fuels a lot of their, gives them a lot of credibility. This research seems to strengthen their case significantly. I have some examples of words that are yellowed that they found in their research. ISIS is the only word that stands alone, will result in a yellow. Murder is green, murderer is yellow.
No, just to be clear, the ISIS one is like an auto block. Like
you just go bye-bye.
Yeah, that one is like, and that's like the only, like, other stuff, demonetization, but if ISIS is in there, it's like just
Block.
it's gone. Yeah.
That's probably fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, ISIS used to post a bunch of videos on YouTube,
Yeah.
right? So I
That's
think
so
they're just
crazy.
like, fuck anything having to do with that.
Yeah, let's keep them off YouTube.
Yeah.
You think that the ISIS guys uploading were like fans of like Keemstar? They're like, They watch a little Keem, get updated on the news, upload a couple of ISIS recruiting videos. You know what I mean?
Maybe. I mean, they were on the platform, so.
ISIS definitely watches Keemstar. Keemstar is the preferred channel of ISIS. Romance is yellow. Scottish is yellow. But Scott Lynn and Scott are both green. Is that funny?
That's
Allegations,
weird.
rumors are yellow, but alleged is green. Pee is yellow,
Yes, it is.
as is anything related to urine, but the word urine itself is green. Undress is green. Undressing is yellow. Anything with ass in it. Well, these ones are obvious. Example ones that are green. These are green. Ass lick, ass licker, ass cock, ass monkey, ass munch, and ass wipe are all fine.
That's why I thought it was
Yeah.
funny. Like most
However-
ass stuff is yellow, but all those that you just said were green.
Swamp
Ass swamp is yellow. Swamp ass. Oh, this was interesting. The conservative YouTubers have been kind of thinking that they're being censored. There's been a whole thing about it, and apparently all those political words are green, which surprised me. Like, do you have any specific examples, Dan, that you recalled?
Well, it was more so the lack of examples. I went through the entire list of yellow words, and I, conservative, Republican, Trump, like just anything having to do with like right-wing politics, basically, is all green.
Huh?
So that kind of counters their, persecution complex they got going on.
Now, here's the ones that was the big scandal. The LGBT terms that get yelled automatically is gay, lesbians, trans, homosexual, LGBT, LGBTQIA. And so it's pretty interesting little research here.
Yeah. That's really
There's a whole spreadsheet with a list of thousands of words that they've tested. It's what do you think about it?
Seems like there's an issue with this. I don't know. I mean, it's like, what did you guys say? That Jews get yellow, but Jewish it doesn't?
Jew gets yellow. Jews
Jews.
get yellow.
There's a weird thing. I noticed a pattern that with a lot of terms, the plural version of whatever it is
Yeah.
yellow, whereas the singular is not. So like it was the same thing for Muslim, fine. Muslims, yellow.
Must
Jew,
be the
fine.
context.
Jews,
At the bottom,
yellow.
fine.
It must be the way that hateful content was
Right.
found.
It's just the context in which it's used tends
So-
to be more negative,
Right.
I
It's
guess.
just
I
so
guess like hateful video would say like, Muslims are horrible.
Right.
what
Just saying.
I'm saying is
So-
that this bot is not intelligent.
But
at all.
exactly, that's
it's
what
stupid.
it
It's
seems-
simplistic. It's basic.
It seems
as
way
fuck.
too simplistic.
There's no intelligence at all.
I don't know. But I
Like,
guess it's probably doing a lot of good for them, right? I mean, it must be.
Yeah.
So can't
Doing a
really
lot of
say
good
that
for-
it's stupid.
for
but-
YouTube.
Yeah,
Well, it's
for
doing
YouTube.
something for them, other wouldn't be using.
Yeah, I
it.
mean, there's
Just a lot of
bazillion
content.
fucking videos to look at, and so they need to automate it in some way. But
Yeah.
but these bots, they don't have any nuance, and so
Yeah,
it just
that's
like
the
clumps
problem.
everything together.
But when they talk about machine learning and algorithms, you expect more intelligence than just this word's bad, yellow.
Right.
But I made some videos when we were living in Israel, and anytime I write Israel or Jew or something like that, it's yellow.
Israel was yellow, and as was Israeli.
I mean, guys, you can't yellow a whole country.
Yeah.
I was a
Well,
whole
and so
country.
was Palestine and Palestinian.
Yeah.
So I think again,
That's
it's because
crazy.
of the conflict. There's a lot of negative videos associated with those terms, and then it just gets lumped in. But like you said, it's like, okay, the whole country is
It's
just,
way too obtuse.
yeah, right.
But what I'm assuming happens is the bot goes, the frequency of times people use the word Israel is controversial.
negative.
Is more controversial than it is not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is probably true.
Which is the same with the word Jews versus
Yeah.
Jew.
Right.
Yeah.